based upon bad faith bargaining that they've been doing all along, okay? And the two different provisions that are in the bad faith bargaining proposal forward was, they sent retirees a letter saying that they owed money to the district, when in fact, they don't owe money to the district. They do not owe money to the district, and actually what makes an unfair labor practice also is, they brought up language around this very issue at the table, and they've taken unilateral action. They're acting like what they have proposed in language is what they're gonna do. They're not allowed to do that. That is clearly illegal, and we are not going to stand for that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna let they're scaring a bunch of people who are retired to ask them to get their money back. That's outrageous. The other thing they did was, like a picket like this, and I know you're not from the police, that's great, but they actually had police officers who were taping people at the Mission campus when they were on the labor line and in people's faces about it. And so that's an illegal, it's protected speech, protected labor activity, and we are demanding that they do something about this surveillance. That was also illegal. And we're calling for, it'll be a 10-day vote, and it's calling for a one-day strike. The strike would be on Monday, December 7th. That's what it is. Now, you should also know, too, that, and we don't know what'll happen, but it doesn't mean the district doesn't have to have, we don't have to have a strike. The district can just decide to deal with these things, and we don't have to have a strike. We don't have to, okay? And you should know, and this is really, I think, an important thing for us to understand, for those of us who maybe, I know this crowd probably isn't like this, but some out there are, so you might want to let them know. They get a little nervous about the strike. Oh, what it is, what's going to happen, what does it all mean? Oh, it's terrible, you know. And then they have been paying attention. Believe me, we have got their attention around what's been happening the last few days. They know that we are pissed off, and we're not going to let that crap happen to us, and that we're going to make sure it doesn't happen. So I just want to let you know, and you can tell other people, like, hey, guess what? You know, I haven't had so many texts from Raphael Mandelman.
Tim, faculty are asking why is only one day?
Okay.
Why is only one day?
I have to go.
Why is no more than one day?
He was elected
Why
with
is it-
union support.
Yeah? It's only one day of strike. They want to ask why only one day, no more.
Why is it only one day? Well, we could do it more days if we wanted.
Yeah.
But we're talking about this one-day strike because as a way to show that we can actually do it, and that doesn't mean that in the future that if we have economic strike, which is different than a ULP strike, that we could, if we wanted to, and there was impasse and we couldn't get anywhere, we went through the whole process, that we could end up doing that at some later point. But at this point, this is what the negotiating team had recommended. It's what the executive board had voted for. And we had a long discussion. I was on the executive board. We had long discussions about it. And so that's what has been decided at this point. I really do have to go in.
Al, here, I don't want to be SEIU, the local SEIU, and we got to work together as staff.
Absolutely.
You do
And
not.
if you'd like, Rick, you can just ask me, Rick. You don't have to.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Like,
No, I just want to.
Yeah, I thank you for being that. I really.
We're here from UESF.
We work from
too.
USF. Is there anything we can do? We're going to our assembly meeting right after this. We want to vote. We're going to.
Well, you can let people know some of the information I'm talking about here. You should know I've had some conversations with Athena, and so I'm last week, and we're going to talk again. And so we've had some discussions about it. So I just want to let you know that's what that. I'm late for the session here. You should know what we wanted originally was for you to all be inside, and you could all be in there. But they didn't agree to open negotiations. So it's one of those areas where both sides have to agree to the open negotiations.
Ask them what they're afraid of.
Well, we know what they're afraid of. We find it out as we go, right? They're afraid of us if we stick together. That's what it is. That's right. All right.